Hundreds of Americans and thousands of vetted American allies remain left behind in Afghanistan tonight. They were left there by the leader of the Socialist Democrat Party. His name is Joe Biden. The America Last Party. That's our focus in tonight's preamble. Most of the media, in order to aid Joe Biden in stabbing our people in the back, have abandoned this story. Until all Americans are home, we will not. I'd like to thank Amanda Rothschild in Newsweek. She, too, did not forget those Americans who have been forgotten by Biden and his cruel and heartless political party. In her piece, Amanda also revealed the depravity of Joe Biden's evacuation of Afghanistan. She wrote, quote, "Of the 18,000 SIV, special immigrant visa applicants, we evacuated a mere 705. And of the 60,000 at-risk Afghans, we evacuated half. Estimates indicate that 75% of the people evacuated from Afghanistan were not American citizens, green card holders, SIV applicants, or P1 or P2 visa holders." Now that begs a question. Who the hell were they? And why did Biden prize them over our own citizens or vetted allies? Joe Biden appeared before the UN today to let the world know that as far as he's concerned, the American citizens that he abandoned, they're in the past, and that he and his lunatic leftists are looking toward the future.
We've turned the page. All the unmatched strength, energy, and commitment, will, and resources of our nation are now fully and squarely focused on what's ahead of us, not what was behind. I know this. As we look ahead, we will lead. We will lead on all the greatest challenges of our time, from COVID to climate, peace and security, human dignity and human rights, but we will not go it alone. We will lead together with our allies and partners and in cooperation.
Well, slight problem there. Our allies no longer trust us. How can anyone trust a political party that would abandon its own people? And good for the Biden regime and his sickos there who make up his anti-American administration. So glad you all can, quote, turn the page. It's too bad our people and allies won't be able to do the same as they remain in harm's way in Afghanistan under the boot of the terrorist Taliban. Biden's words are as hollow as his head. Joe Biden's policies don't only harm and abandon Americans abroad. His cold and heartless America Last Party is harming our citizens at home as well, including majority Latino communities in South Texas being destroyed by Biden's pro-illegal immigration push.
The poor people in Del Rio have no groceries on the shelves at the grocery stores. And if you've ever been to Del Rio, it's an hour drive to get to another town to buy groceries. So they're short of essential supplies in the city of Del Rio for the people that actually live there, the American citizens.
At this point, I should point out that the most recent surge in Biden's multiple crises at the southern border was met with big talk from Team Biden. Biden claimed that in response to these Haitians who've been waiting for, well, the socialists to take over America, biding their time in Chile and Brazil for the last 3 to 5 years, Biden claimed he would be sending them back. But it's not true.
I have contacts within the Border Patrol who tell me that after they came out publicly and said that these individuals would be deported back to Haiti, that the Border Patrol was ordered to give these Haitians status in the United States. That means they're not going to be deported. They're going to be set free right here in America.
Sheriff Boyd's claim is backed up by several reports on the ground, where it is true that a few military-age men are being sent back. The vast majority of women, children, family units will be released into the United States with a notice to appear in court to see if they can legally stay under our asylum laws. And that poses another problem. That is in violation of a Supreme Court order that said that these illegal aliens must be sent to Mexico to await those hearings. The Supreme Court ruled that Joe Biden must reinstate President Trump's Remain in Mexico program. Biden has simply refused. Now, I should remind you that the Supreme Court said that no state can oversee and manage illegal aliens. That's the federal government's job, the Supreme Court ruled. But if Biden doesn't have to obey the Supreme Court, then why do states like Texas have to obey the Supreme Court? That was a question I asked Ken Paxton, the Texas Attorney General, on my radio show earlier this morning.
So we are actually looking at that right now because we're trying to monitor how that's happening, how he's doing it, whether he's violating the court order from the Supreme Court. Once we're going to obviously have proof. We have to have proof going into court to show that the president has violated the actual order of the Supreme Court. So that's what we're trying to gather right now. I'm not sure what the rationale is for letting these Haitians in and then, letting them disappear into the country. I don't know what their rationale is, and that's what we're trying to figure out. On what basis are they allowing these people to be released into the country? Is it asylum? Because if it's asylum, they're clearly violating court order.
The Texas Attorney General should not be alone in his efforts. Biden is bringing in illegal aliens from all over the world, thousands infected with the China virus every week, and he's sending them all over the United States. 1.5 million illegal aliens so far this year. Biden is putting us all, Democrats and Republicans, liberals and conservatives, in danger. The Chris Salcedo Show Axiom states, illegal immigration is wrong. Illegal immigration is immoral, and illegal immigration is bad for any nation forced to endure it by its political class. There has to be a question that is asked and answered by every state legislature and every state governor tonight. Who's more important to you? Joe Biden and his push for illegal immigration, or the citizens you swore an oath to protect and defend? The press has largely sided with Biden against we the people. So we the people are going to have to demand these answers ourselves.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, where real news for real people.